as Spirit asks for questions from you, please keep your mics muted. It's really important we keep the background noise down while our trance medium is working, okay? But if questions are invited, by all means, please unmute your mic. I'm going to be recording this service, largely for the, usually because Sarah is new as a resident medium, and the trance address from our spirit working with Len. It would be important to record this, so just stand by as I press the record button.
Recording in progress.
Okay, there we go. And so, just to let you know, Sarah, I won't be able to see the entire screen once we shift to speaker mode. So I'll leave that up to you when you're working. Okay. So in terms of the recordings, as you're all aware, we'll only be taking the trance address and one message offered by Sarah. I've set up my screen so that your images are not being recorded, and we will only post the recording with your express written permission. Okay, so nobody's name or identity will be revealed online. Again, we post one message on our site, and just to give people an idea of how our mediums work. Okay. So let's begin our service with an opening prayer.
So no swearing, huh?
Well, we can always edit that out. Actually, we can edit you out too. So be good, Sarah. Okay, so let's just turn our hearts and our minds to our Creator. Great Spirit, we are grateful to be gathered here to celebrate the mystery and magic of your divine creation. We're so grateful for this life that you have given to us, and for the excitement and adventure of discovering more about who we are. Indeed, we know and grateful for this eternal life that will continue on as we grow and learn and expand in our love and wisdom that we will share with those along our way. We ask those in the Spirit will to come forward to join us here, to help us create a sacred space, a space for communication and healing and love. May their voices be heard through our mediums, bringing us again convincing evidence that indeed our lives are eternal and that our loved ones are still a part of our lives, and we one day will join them in your other world. We ask this in reverence and gratitude. Amen. Okay, and now the 7 principles of spiritualism. I'm just going to share those briefly. Seven principles. Infinite Spirit, divine creator of all that is. Unity and equality of all. Communication, guidance, and healing for the spirit and angels. The continuous existence of the soul and its personality. Personal responsibility for the creation of our reality through thought, word, and deed. Actions create results according to natural law. And eternal progress open to every soul. And so now I'm just going to introduce our first medium and then turn the proceedings over to him. Len is from South Wales in the United Kingdom. As a youngster, he had close connection with the Church of England and served on the altar. And this is where that's how his curiosity awoke. As years went by, he never lost his faith, knowing that there was something greater than himself. He attended the Spiritual Alliance in Vancouver and quickly realized that there was truly life after death. His first classes for healing work were with Reverend Melba Carlson, where he became a certified healer. He continued his training with the Reverend Lynn Wells and studied trance, and continues to study trance and trance healing. He moved here to Alberta and has recently become a certified Asha healer and regularly chairs our Sunday morning healing services and, of course, participates as a spiritual healer. So please welcome quietly our trance medium, Len Morgan.
My dear friends, I thank you for allowing me this opportunity to connect once again with you. My medium and myself, prior to today, we have sat and discussed many things. We speak as old friends, for I have known my medium through many lifetimes. Our connection is one of strength and love. But through each lifetime, he has to remember the method of connection. For some of you, you may not understand what is achieved through the trance connection. Briefly, my medium will take himself into the altered state and move deeper into that state, and move himself from his mind, allowing me to enter. And as this process proceeds, it becomes easier for us. In order for the speech, we use a microectoplasm. Many would have heard of ectoplasm, but on a large scale. we simply put a coating in the voice box which allows us to project through the medium's voice box. And this communication we find very pleasing and very easy as the medium's ability progresses. And we hope that all that listen will also find this pleasing. We try to bring to you additional knowledge that you would have within you, but for now it is to one side, for this journey is a new journey, and until you return home you may not remember all that has occurred in the past. Some ask us why we have no knowledge or feeling of time, and simply put, because we live in the now. We look at the past, and when we look upon this earthly plane, many have read their history books of this earthly plane, so they are aware of the past. But it would seem it matters not, for as long as they have been here, they have forgotten the past. If they were to have remembered the past, then surely there would have only ever been one war. But sadly, this planet keeps repeating its past, failing to learn. But we continue with our journeys with the intention of learning. And some say, what about the future? The future, my friends, can also be misleading. For you set your course, but everybody has the freedom of choice. For free choice was granted for those who came on this journey. And when you have that free choice, and others also have the free choice, your decisions are influenced by others, because their free will can change your course's direction. So we have learned that living for the now is what is important. The past, it appears, is remembered but not learned from. The future has not happened, but the now is happening. and this should be our concerns. So we ask that you consider the love that is sent to you and share it now, not yesterday, nor tomorrow, but share that love now. The healing that you are learning, share that now. For now is when you make the most difference to others. You are able to help many. You are able to give them a sense of direction. For some, when they come to here, lose that direction and they forget the direction. So we ask you, you who are on the journey of enlightenment, to share what you have learned with others. And as you are aware, your journey is affected by many things. For you are energy. All about you is energy. And some of you may be aware that the planets and the stars, they too are energy. And as the planets and the stars change their positions, so too do they change their energy. And at this moment, the energy is affecting all who live on this earthly plane. For those who are moving forward to what we term to be the fifth dimension, are well aware of what I am speaking of. For those who are moving forward will notice the changes within themselves. They will feel the differences within themselves and see the difference in others. But there are those who are here that will not make the changes that are needed, and they will stay in the third. But that is their journey. Let us consider your journey, your ascension as you move forward. The knowledge that you carry will unfold slowly, and your knowledge of who you are and where you are from will become more obvious. And the one thing that each of you carry is the ability to love. For when you eventually return home, what will strike you as the most wondrous thing is the love that you will feel. For the love is never ending. The love that each of us have for one another. For there we care for one another. We consider one another. And because we are one, one family, one being, our combined energies allow us to connect and share the love that each of us has. For this is the way that this was designed by the divine, for love to be the conquering, the rewarding, the true being of all of our souls. The love that we carry within our souls and the love that we carry with our higher selves. And as we continue to unfold, the love gets stronger within each of us. And that strength increases all of us, the family, the one being, the one energy, for that is who we are, that is who we have always been, and that is who we will always be. For this knowledge is a wondrous thing for you each to hold. Hopefully this will make sense of the journey that you are on. Hopefully you will understand why you live this journey over and over. For the journey is the learning becomes the sharing, and as we share upon our return, we feel the love being sent to us. I would ask, is there any amongst you that has a question? For I will try to give you an answer. Then I shall continue. Hopefully the words that I have spoken to you today will give you a better understanding of what it is you seek along this journey you take. For now you know what is required of you here. For the more that you learn here, the more that you can share when you return home. And the knowledge that we, as a oneness, will receive and increase our knowledge as a oneness. We understand that the journey that many take they have probably thought to themselves, I volunteered. They look at their lives, but they only look at their lives through their life on this plane. And some people, yes, they suffer and they are hurt. But when they come home, they will share the suffering and the hurt so that we understand. And it has taken many, many years for us to be where we are. The numbers on this planet are increasing because there are more of us who return voluntarily to learn, to understand, so that when we go home, we carry that knowledge and understanding with us. And as you keep ascending, you will see the reasons why you have made this journey. You will understand far more than I have shown you today. For this goes far deeper and far beyond. And it is not just this earthly plane. It is deep within the universe. And it is not solely this dimension, for there are other dimensions. The expanse and the size are beyond the comprehension of all beings on this plane. Because they have a telescope that sees a great distance, they think they have seen the end line. But the end line could possibly be the beginning and not the end. And as I say, the unfoldment will give you the vision of how the enormity of this universe, these planets, and the dimensions, and also the diversification of the beings upon every plane. But we are all one from every planet, every dimension. We are all one family, and together we all send you the love that we carry. And that love will come to you as I finish these words. The emotions that you may feel are the emotions that the loved ones that you have been aware of in this, your current journey. And we all, without exception, send you our love. For now, I bid you farewell.
Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Lynn, for that those words of love, and also an understanding of what it's like for us to experience life both here and the next world. All right, let's move on to our demonstration of mediumship. The purpose of mediumship is to provide proof that our spirit survives death